Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running. To be found as he stopped at the 23. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Leaves it with the running back. Just steamrolling his way through. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Super offense.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Sooners are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Cross. Oh, what a move! And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Which is a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but Really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. First down here for the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Stevens. Oh, it's loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes...
He's looking deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up, and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying play action. Got his man quickly. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. It's caught downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, 10.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Temple. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop follow and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Makes his connection. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Snap it to the back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man to the left. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Quick pass on the jet motion. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on 1st down.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Back out there. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. He's looking to throw it. He's got the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Pulls it in on the right. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Here we go.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lost, the defense is wide open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looking to throw. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On second down, wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Got rid of it just in time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot. He gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Field goal is good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll give it to the back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's a really nice throw. When you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you, this is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
At midfield, he's got room. Smashes ahead. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
From the gun, give on the inside. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Going up top. He's got it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Looking to throw on second down. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
At the 9-yard line. First and goal, Oklahoma.
This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. A first down run on the doorstep. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this.
And it's picked off.
The pass on first down. Intercepted by Oklahoma. And they'll take over first and 10.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just get...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
A loss of 12 on the play. Second down coming up.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking for an open man on second down. Finds his man. It's Stevens. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A first down run in the red zone. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 34, Ohio State 17.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's looking for a man on second down. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Barrels ahead. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick, didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wants to throw on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Cross. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go to the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
To the ground with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
On the play. Third down coming.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
17.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Time to take a shot. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The AT unit on the field. And it's perfect. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Offense gets set for second down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for